Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a collective reading, and this is going to be for a specific group of people. So if you do feel drawn to the reading, to the title, to the thumbnail, then it could be for you. But just trust your intuition. Not everything will resonate, or not every reading, will resonate with you. So just trust if you feel guided to this message. So I feel like this could be another love reading. I don't normally do them super often, but there has been a lot of love related kind of feelings in the air recently. So when I was tapping in here to the message, the first thing I heard was something about like a whisper through the air. And we have a distant friend is thinking of you. We have August, and we have also discord among friends or family. And what Spirit showed me was almost like if there was something that, like, let's say there's a leak in the sink or under the sink, or even like a wound that's bleeding out. And it's like someone's trying to wrap that up, but it's still seeping out. The blood is still coming out, or the water is still, going on the floor. We can't like fully wrap that up. And I do definitely feel like this is a message here that there's someone who is thinking about you. It seems like this is someone that seems to have like an issue in their life involving their friends or family. And it's like they've tried to either hide that, or they've tried to close up whatever that wound was, but it's still escaping. And I want to see what they exactly mean by that. But I do feel like with the longing card, this is someone that likely is thinking of you and can't seem to kind of close the gap on that, or close that, thought entirely about you. So this could be kind of an extension of the reading I just did before this about the urgent message about love. And I'm noticing beneath that we have news is on the way. I just got this, they want to talk again about something about a whisper. So maybe how you'll know that this is for you too is that it may be something subtle that you're picking up on. It may not be like you are seeing evidence of this, or that you're seeing this person, like actually that or have evidence that they're thinking of you. But it could be something very subtle, like in the ethers, like a whisper they keep saying, or like a vibration being sent. And I'm getting this feeling like in my sacral chakra, with this news is on the way. But yeah, it's definitely a feeling of someone's trying really hard to hold back is what I keep getting. Someone's like really trying to hold back. They're thinking of you, they're longing for you, but they're trying everything to patch that up. And for some of you, there could be this almost like something's gotten out of control, I'm hearing, with the mice. So maybe there's been this like conflict that's been going on around them in their environment, and it's become, out of control. Whether you are directly involved in this, like you actually know what's going on, or this is again like kind of energetically. But yeah, if this kind of sounds like something that could be for you, let's go into it a little bit more and see, what more Spirit wants to say about this message here today. Yeah, again, I'm hearing it's creeping up on me, or it's creeping up. I just picked up this deck and we have, I'm slipping into darkness. So I do feel like this is going to be a reading that this person who's connected to you is, maybe not doing so well. They could be like going through a lot of darkness. I'm actually hearing that this person could be going through like a spiritual awakening, but they may not know either what that is, or it could just be very complex and complicated for them here. This person is definitely entangled in like a big mess, and they feel it's almost like I'm kind of being put in their energy, and it feels very, what's the word? Like it just feels very fuzzy. It feels very clouded. It feels very tangled. And I feel like with this here, they could be going through this experience of like a spiritual awakening, and somehow you are wrapped up in that. For some of you, there could be a connection here with your sacral chakra. So there could even be, you know, we'll have to get more information and see if this is someone that's just like not good for you. Maybe for some of you, there's like an attachment here to your sacral chakra and it's creating, you know, chaos for you, or it's trying to create something, you know, in your life. There could even be with the longing, maybe, because this is actually here too, clinging. It could be like sexual energy, or it could just be that there's something here, you know, with that. Hearing a V name, Veronica for someone, or V, yeah, but Veronica I did hear. And I'm getting this person's trying to put on like a good face or a brave face. They're trying to not, again, they're trying to like hold the, they're trying to wrap something up so that it doesn't seep out. So they could even be putting a mask on, pretending that they don't feel how they feel. They could be doing this just in their day-to-day, in their life, like in their environment. But it's like this person is definitely in, again, a lot of darkness. They're in a lot of chaos within themselves and their environment. That keeps coming up here. And I'm getting the reason that August came up here is because this could be happening right now. Even if you find this at a different time, this either could be like August is the month that they're going through the worst of it, or even if you find it later, you know, I guess it could just be something in August was much more like prominent during this time. But yeah, this feels like it's current energy though as well. I'm being shown this person putting the blinds, like if they have like blinds in their room, not actually probably, but like how they show it. And they're just like pushing the blinds down so that the no sun can come in. I am not the one that you remember. Yeah, this person, they're definitely going through something here. And with like the blinds being put down in the darkness, you know, it seems very apparent that I'm hearing no one gets me. So yeah, this person's going through it. This could be for some of you. Let's get some more information though before I jump ahead. But I mean, it could be someone who's like maybe a soul connection of yours. It could be a counterpart. So maybe you do, you know, care about this person, or you have a connection to them. And so it could be kind of saying that they are going through like a very dark time, and maybe they need your light. Maybe they need your help. This is not, I mean, I haven't gone into it yet, but if you are watching this for someone who, you know, is just like you think is a terrible person or a narcissist, is probably not for you, because this is probably someone that even if you don't want them back in your life, you likely still care, or you maybe should care, because there's a connection here that mirrors you. So it doesn't mean that you have to accept them, but if you just send, you know, love to them, send light to them, maybe this is someone who needs that. But let's get a little bit more though and see though before we go ahead. I just keep getting this like very worn out feeling of trying to put on like a certain facade. It's like I'm being shown this person, like it's almost like they've morphed into someone that they're not, and they've become that person for a long time. They may have even, it's almost like taking on like a character in a show. They may have become that person and become so used to being that person that it's like everything is crashing down now, or like the mask is falling off, the facade is falling off, something like that. So Spirit, what else does the viewer need to know about this message? If this is for them, what do they need to know? I'm also getting M names. M as in Mary. What else does the viewer need to know about this message? Yeah, I am getting though for a lot of you, there's not much that you can do about this. I feel like this is someone, yeah, with the Four of Cups and the Moon, they could be, okay, yeah, Seven of Swords. They definitely could be, it's just like, how to put it? It's like this person has, again, become kind of like in a permanent energy that's not their own. And yet they're thinking about you, which is creating this weird falseness in a way in your life, even if you're not connected to them physically, or that you're actually like in their life. Tell me a little bit more. I'm being shown this person, this definitely could be someone who's very far away from you physically or just energetically, they are far from you. This might even be someone who you haven't spoken to for a while. And I'm getting that they are far in the distance. That could be the whisper reference to, like they're trying to almost get your attention through, like if you could have like a long, yeah, it's like telepathic communication, maybe like a long pipe, and it's like you whisper something across the country and they hear it, or you hear it. So there's something like that. So they could be very far from you. And I'm even getting that for some of you, the reason this person is thinking about you, they may not quite understand that, but it is actually to receive some sort of comfort from you. So again, we'll have to see here if that's something that, you know, is, because they are kind of in a low energy here. But I feel like at the same time, there's something about this connection between you both, which is like meant to be the way that it is right now. With these, kind of like what I was just getting with like all the tangles here with this Wheel of Fortune, it feels like there's an entanglement, but at the same time, there's something kind of like fated between the two of you, which you are very connected energetically, like in the, you know, the web kind of in the quantum, you're very connected to them. And they could be subtly, you know, reaching out to you for something on a soul level. And I'm hearing this person has a choice to make, the Hierophant. Yeah, they're kind of at a, that could be another reason too. I don't even know if this person is fully aware of this though. Some of them could be, others of them are not like conscious of this. It's something happening on a soul level that they have a choice to make, which involves you versus this other situation maybe, okay? Or something's like calling out to them. How do you even explain that? It kind of feels like, I don't know how to really put it in their, like how they're feeling it, but the way they're showing it is they're at almost like a fork in the road or a decision to make, and the subtle kind of thoughts that they're having of you are creating a new pathway for them to take, which may not even be directly about you. I hope that makes sense. Like it may or may not be. We'll have to see what else comes up. But you serve as like a guide for them, I guess you can say, or you serve as, there's a higher meaning to, you know, the contract that the two of you have, where they even could be reaching a certain juncture, moment, where they can't, again, like hold in that blood from seeping out anymore. So it's becoming obvious to them that there's blood seeping out. It's becoming obvious to their own self that they can no longer hide that. And I don't know if this, because this could even be something that's actually happening in their environment. Like maybe things are, maybe there's a lot of deception involved, or maybe they are trying to get away with something, or people around them, you know, or the mask is falling off so that they can't avoid that anymore. So just something about it is just becoming very clear, I guess. It's becoming too clear. It's becoming too obvious for them that there's something wrong here or off here, that they're not. I'm hearing this person could be having a lot of insomnia. So if you have been picking up on this person's energy, they could be thinking of you a lot at night, late at night even. Maybe even like the middle of the night. Because I feel like, I'm trying to like explain this with the Hierophant. I think that there's a lot of contracts that they have with other people, family, friends, maybe somebody else that they're involved with romantically, where those contracts are becoming clear as being a false path to them. But at the same time, they were meant to be involved with those. And somehow though, they've grown enough, or they've seen something clearer to represent the fact that there may be an expiration date to those contracts if they choose to or not. It kind of depends on what they choose to do. So yeah, I would say, I mean, this reading definitely feels like it's for a group of people that you have some kind of soul connection to this person, especially if you resonated with the last maybe few readings that I've done. a few of them were connected to like someone coming to truth about themselves. It feels like it's also mirroring you though at the same time. So this probably, I mean, it could be like a twin flame connection. It could be a karmic connection too, but just something where it feels like you're mirroring each other in these different ways. Because I'm just getting Spirit say that like they have to do something about it. That same reference of like the sink or the bleeding wound. If we just let the sink keep leaking, you know, it's going to flood the home. And I feel like they've been letting it kind of leak, but they've gotten away with it because it hasn't, you know, gone outside the cabinet yet. It's just been kind of like dripping slowly. But now it's become, you know, it's starting to show up in the kitchen, on the floor, and people are noticing, and they're noticing, and now they can't kind of run away with it anymore. Just putting like a rag is not going to do anything, so they have to repair it. They have to fix it. And let's see, Spirit, tell us a bit more. Tell us a bit more about this message, please, for whoever this is for. Yeah, and I do think that this person, they are definitely latching on to you though, energetically. So for those of you who maybe been feeling kind of off, or maybe this is someone who their own issues are becoming like an issue for you, or you're picking up on their lower vibrations, you know, then of course do what you need to do with like cutting the cords or cleansing your energy, because it doesn't make them a bad person necessarily, but they do need to kind of do this themselves, or they need to get out of this themselves. And I keep being shown that they are having little like moments of clarity, or they're having little light bulb moments, and those light bulb moments are them putting together everything that they've been hiding, and again beginning to see that something's a problem, beginning to see that this is an issue. Yeah, this is definitely someone at a pretty far distance from you. So this is likely not going to be someone that you've been like connecting with recently, or at the very least you have really disconnected from them, okay? Or it has been a very long time for some of you, because I am getting for some of you that this may even be, not for everyone, but for some of you this may be like a very long time, like maybe 10 years or something, or even longer. And maybe there's like, it came back online, kind of the connection came back online. Not necessarily because, that's where it kind of gets complex, because it's not just because of you, like you as in only thinking of you because they are like wanting to come back right away. That's not kind of the energy. It may be part of that, but it's because of the shifts energetically that you've gone through, which have sent this kind of whisper or shiver to this person, which they've picked up on your energy for a reason beyond our human existence and human circumstances. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm being shown somebody flipping a coin, and I'm hearing something like, will there be a twist of fate? So again, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this person has a choice, or they're presented with a choice. They may or may not take it, but they're like presented with a choice about walking into a different path, or choosing to disconnect maybe from this. Yeah, we have purifying and we have limit. So that's kind of what I was just saying about like, here's the water too. Like they've been trying to repair that. Or not repair it, they've been trying to hide it, conceal the leak, unspoken, purifying. And yeah, that's definitely what it is. This person has an opportunity to make things right karmically with you. That's what it is. They have an opportunity to make things right with you, karmically speaking. And they should, because at the very least, it's going to help to clear for both of you the cords here. I'm hearing for someone specific, this person may have wanted to say sorry for a very long time. Again, maybe even years. They've been wanting to say something to you for a very long time. And they want to talk about this. I'm not the same person that you remember. I do think for some of you, this person has grown. Because I'm getting this energy again, where for some of you with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you both could connect now as different people. And I will do an extended for this reading, but Spirit's kind of leaving it a bit mysterious here too, to say that like for some of you, maybe this is that energy where things are different now. Things can be different now between you both because the time, it's like divine timing. Very similar to that reading I did. But that's where I was also getting that there's kind of different groups of you for this, because others of you, this is someone that maybe they can't fully kind of get with the program with this. Tell us a bit more about this person thinking about the viewer. What do they need to know about thinking about you? Why are they thinking about you? What about that? Again, they're showing me the leak. So it's probably been something that they've thought about you for a while. Yeah, they have memories here with you, but they're trapped. I feel like this person, again, how to put it, it's almost like the memories have always been there, but somehow they've just flooded. That's the best analogy that they keep giving me. Like maybe the leak represents like the memories of you, and the water was dripping more every day. The memories of you were accumulating more every day until they got to the point of the leak. So it's kind of like I feel this person has always thought of you, maybe not like obsessively every day, but they've always thought of you, and there's always been something I'm hearing that they should have done earlier. They should have done this earlier. They should have said something to you earlier. This does seem to be like unresolved karma here between the two of you, unresolved energy. And they're realizing that they should have done something earlier before they dug their own kind of grave, or before they dug too big of a hole. And I'm hearing now they don't know what to do. But once again, for a lot of you with the Wheel of Fortune, this does seem to be the underlying reason for it is not going to be as like romantic for all of you as maybe you think that it is, or that you hope that it is. For some of you, we'll have to see what else in the extended too, but because it may not be something where they're just like, because some of you don't even feel that way either. It depends on where you are, but maybe they're not going to just, you know, come in with like a fairy tale offer that they've always thought of you and that they want to restart everything with you. It may be more of like a karmic balance. That they should have done earlier. Yeah, I'm hearing they've been resisting it for a long time. So yeah, they could have definitely, what is this discord among friends and family? They could have gotten involved in something that was that temporary band-aid, that temporary kind of plug that they hoped would seal the leak. And I feel like again, they're pointing to the fact that they are going through some kind of spiritual awakening, which is why they're realizing this to begin with. So they have kind of cracked some kind of code here, or some light has come into their awareness of a deeper meaning of life, or like a deeper, you know, especially if they've been very much in their ego for a long time. They definitely may have had some experience with this lightning bolt here that has cracked open some truth for them. And so when that one kind of truth, or that like if you think of like your first spiritual awakening, how it kind of like, you can't close that up when it happens. You can't return back to who you were when you've seen the truth, or when you've opened yourself up spiritually. And that's kind of what I'm getting, that it's cracked open so that they have no choice but to experience what they didn't experience before. And this is all, I'm surprised justice isn't here, because it feels like it is definitely all related to something that was always meant to happen. And some of you may even represent the other polarity of this, to where you're on the opposite end of this. Maybe you're doing really well. I'm hearing Spirit say there definitely has to be some forgiveness here, because this connection is very triggering to the inner child for both of you maybe. And it seems like this person even could be seeking out unconsciously forgiveness from you. That's what I was kind of getting with when I mentioned here with the Wheel of Fortune, that the outcome is a bit unpredictable in terms of like where it will lead the two of you in the physical world, because it could be something that you're both seeking that closure and that desire to kind of take off the mask, which you may mirror. Again, actions does not match their words, living a lie and won't even admit it to themselves. Pretends that their feelings for you does not exist. So that's exactly what I was saying with like the leak. I'm hearing the name Chloe for somebody. I'm also hearing that song, Best I Ever Had. So I feel like this person could, though, realize that they did let go of a good thing, that you may have been someone that was the best that they ever had. Yeah, you went through a glow up. You could be experiencing a glow up right now. That's why I was saying that some of you have freed yourself even from this entanglement. So in the extended, I'm going to look more into this person's direct thoughts and feelings about you. We'll pull some message cards. And we will see what their actions and like what the outcome is going to be here, if you are interested, because this could either be like a warning, or it could be something that you've been hoping for, but time has been ticking. It may have been a while. And some of you actually may have brought this on energetically because of your own growth, because of your own glow up. It's almost like you weren't, it's kind of like if this person, you weren't in view for a while because of something that you hadn't released, or that you hadn't like grown into within yourself. And so now you've like become back on the radar, like your little dot of you is beeping on the radar again, because you have done your own growth. And that's usually how, you know, any kinds of these soul connections go, because it feels like because of the energetic nature of the connection, they're picking up on your frequency. And this feels like it's a direct reflection or confirmation, even for some of you, to just validate the work that you've done on yourself, and how, you know, regardless of what you choose to do, it still kind of brings you a sense of maybe even just closure or vindication in this in itself. Yeah, we have karmic partner. So either this other situation is a karmic partnership. For some of you, this could be a karmic partner for you as well. Fateful encounter. Yeah, I was getting that too. Something about impossible to avoid. Important life-altering events. Because I'm getting a lot of you watching this as the viewer. You are going to be having a lot of experiences that are going to be very life-altering very soon. And kind of like in that last reading I just did too, there was a big emphasis on like your true love coming in. And I think I mentioned in that reading too that it could either be someone that you know or someone new. And I think that this is confirming the same thing, that you're about to experience a very fateful kind of twist of events. And again, it mirrors this person, because as they go through maybe the opposite, unless it's them coming in, or even two things at once, I'm getting for some of you. You could even have this person and another person. it mirrors the cord that you've released with them, which then plants a new seed for a new beginning. Could be happening right now in the fall, or very soon, September to November. Even if it's not fall in those months for you, it's still September 22nd to November 6th, it says here. Yeah, you're receiving a lot of signs about this. I'm hearing Spirit say it's picking up the tempo. So you either could be seeing a lot more signs than ever before, or possibly this person too has been receiving a lot of signs about you. I am going to pull a few message cards from them, and we will get a lot more in the extended, but I do want to kind of leave this on some sort of note for those of you who are not going to watch the extended on like what to do or like what's going to happen here. What does the viewer need to know about the outcome, or like what specifically about this situation, Spirit? What does the viewer need to understand about it moving forward for them? For the viewer, what do they need to understand about it? They keep showing me so many references of like with the leak, and now they're showing me like almost like a photo that's been taped like in every corner, and it's like falling apart, and we have to tape the photo to keep it together, to keep it in frame. Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. It's like it's on shaky, ground. I feel like this person also, well, let me see. What does the viewer need to know about this whole thing and the outcome? What does the viewer most need to know? Yeah, they're saying again that it's going to be a bit unpredictable here with the Two of Pentacles. There's a potential of this person coming forward. I'm getting this person wants to prepare themselves, is what I'm hearing. They could be, because with the whole reference of the leak and everything that they're going through, they almost like want to make sure that their life is more in order. And I think that they, again, have you very much on their radar. But they want to like make sure that they have everything in order. And I'm kind of getting with this lion holding the rose. It's like they want to offer something, but they feel like they are needing to feel like that lion, you know, to offer that to you. I'm hearing the mistakes that I made. Yeah, again, they made a lot of mistakes here, and they feel like yeah, I don't know. Again, it's like they're aware of this and they do want to do something about it. It's kind of like I feel this is a divine timing thing though still with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like either Spirit's preparing for like the right timing for this, which doesn't seem to be too far away, but maybe it's like the start of it, the start of the signs, or the start of kind of the momentum in that direction. And then until, you know, there's more of maybe a solid thing to offer, or like more, this feels very divinely guided. Everything happening here feels very divinely guided. And so like it says here, impossible to avoid. If it's like this whole situation is kind of impossible to avoid, and also the steps of your own future coming into your life, in love and life, are impossible to avoid. So, and also for them, that's kind of what I mean, that you're mirroring, because they also have things right now that are impossible for them to avoid. There's fated junctures happening for them. There's reevaluations, which have always been meant to happen at this particular moment for them. And now they have to think about that and how they're going to manage that. So I will pull final message, but let me get one last card from this Haunted Heart deck to see what you need to know as the viewer about this connection. What is the truth that the viewer needs to know about this connection? Yeah, I'm seeing this person like reaching to try to grab you. And we actually have this alien here with the hand. You don't quite understand this person. Who are they? Why do they act so strange? They're hard to figure out, a silent mystery that draws you in. So yeah, I feel like this person is quite strange, or they act really weird, or you can't seem to quite figure them out. And that's what I'm saying. This connection is meant to kind of be a mystery, and it's meant to really, the primary purpose of it is to kind of mirror you, and for you to flow with your own signs and to trust your own intuition about everything. What does the viewer most need to know about this connection? What's like the main thing that you want to tell the viewer, Spirit? Yeah, the masquerade party. There are many created characters playing a part in this show. No one is who they appear to be, including you. Slowly take off your mask, the mask, to reveal who you're really dealing with. Yeah, there's like a whole unraveling and dismantling of all the masks that have been worn. And it does say here, including you, because if you look deep enough into it, you will find that you have also worn a mask, maybe in completely different ways, and may have manifested in different ways. Maybe for you it was about your self-love, or not loving yourself, or even, again, I feel like there's a direct mirror between what you're going through and how it's reflecting to what they're going through, and how everyone here is wearing a mask, and we all have to get clear on who we are, and like we all have to melt off the masks. And I feel like that's what this is saying here, that there's quite a bit changing in this faded way that's going to reveal itself soon as the truth. You are the queen of the underworld, tantalizing, enchanting, and mysterious. Your light is a flame that draws many moths. Sink your teeth into your desired one. They're waiting. So this is just indicating again that you are in a very much of like this glow up energy within you, the viewer. And there's a lot of energy that you have here to really choose what's next for you. Choose your next kind of, reality. So it's really up to you. This is just indicating where this person is and who's thinking of you here, but it's up to you. And I think that this person seems to be very like picking up on, and energetically again, your growth. So if this person could say anything to you, let's just get 2 of these, and then we'll get more in the extended. Just get 2 of these. This person who's thinking of you, if they could say anything to you to close up the reading, what would they want to say to you? If they could say anything to you. I'm hearing, I'm misunderstood. They don't feel like they're understood by many people around them. And that's the mask that they're wearing. And somehow they may seek comfort in like you, okay? Or you, again, you both kind of mirror this similar journey maybe to where you've also had to take off your mask. And that's why they are connecting to you as well, because you're both learning this right now. 2 things that they want to say to you if they could be completely honest with you. You're the most beautiful person I've ever met. So this person seems to put you on a big pedestal. I feel like with this vampire queen here too, they are really, yeah, like really admiring you, really very enchanted by you. I feel like they're also realizing like how powerful you are and how strong you are. One last card. What do they want to say to you if they could be completely honest with you? I miss you so much, but I don't know how you feel. Okay. And at the bottom, I still spy on your social media to see what you're up to. And at the bottom of this one, yeah, so we have, I'm with someone else and I've chosen to work things out with them. We have different values and beliefs. I don't see this working out. So that could be past energy, or that could be what they, obviously with the Hierophant here, they've chosen something else, at least in the past they did. And again, they've tried to kind of like put a patch on that, the fact that they still miss you when they're with somebody else. But they may not know where you are, because for most of you watching, this has been quite a while. Okay, so I will go over to the extended. I will leave a link down below if you'd like to just purchase the individual extended. I have that on Gumroad. If you would like to join our Patreon community, I will have that down below as well. And you will have access to all of the extended readings, as well as an exclusive pick a card reading every week, a library of the past pick a card readings exclusively on Patreon, and a weekly scrying reading prediction every Monday. So I will talk to you all over there or next time. Take care and lots of love.